guys, I'm Daphne Quay, your boss lady realtor, and today I am going to be sharing information with you about this really cute little neighborhood right in the heart of Austin. Some call it the first suburb in Austin. Well, not some, it actually literally was the first suburb ever in Austin. And today we're going to be talking about Hyde Park. Like in all of my videos, whenever I tell you guys about a new neighborhood, I like to point out the location. If we are looking at a map, it is located east of Highway Mopac, probably like, I'd say maybe about 2.5, 3 miles or so. So if you're looking at this cute little map here, you can tell it's actually really centrally located. And since Austin has grown so much in the last 10 years, it has become super popular. It's actually always been a really popular neighborhood. It's always been very desirable because it's located about 3 miles north of like the downtown area. It's located just north of the UT campus. So for a while there, and I think there still are, lots of like student housing there. And now, since the Domain's open, it's located about 15 minutes south of the Domain. And of course, it's right between our 2 major highways. So access to everything is super quick. 51st Street is one of the main roads going east and west in that pocket, that general neighborhood. So you've got the 2 highways and then you've got 51st Street. Airport Boulevard is really close to there. 45th Street obviously runs through there, and that's another really major road. So it is mega access and just a really awesome location to be if you're looking to be anywhere pretty quickly. I have a cool surprise for you, so please make sure to watch this video till the very end because I think that you will like this. As far as the history of Hyde Park goes, I believe it was established in 1891-ish, late 1800s, and it was literally the first suburb in Austin. It's located just north of downtown. When it was established, I mean, people didn't have cars the way that we do today, so it was considered pretty far north, like significantly north of the river. At the time, it was kind of a big deal, like, oh, the first suburb in Austin, and of course, it's now a very centrally located neighborhood. So let's talk a little bit about the overall style and the style of homes that you can find. From what I have heard from multiple sources, and I haven't actually fact checked this, but if you drive by, I think you'll very clearly see what I'm talking about. But a lot of the homes were built like right after the war, from what I understand, to be soldier housing. So after World War II. So a lot of the homes that were built kind of in that time frame were just small little houses. I've seen homes that are anywhere from about 600 square feet to like 1,400 square feet, usually 1 story. More often than not, they are on a pier and beam foundation, which is basically a foundation which is made out of like a wood box type thing, which it still is a lot less expensive than an actual concrete foundation. So at no point were any of these homes supposed to be any kind of like luxury living. But because the neighborhood has gotten so popular and people want to be there, of course, home values have gone up. And then a lot of these homes have been remodeled to be these really cute little like fun cottages. You'll see cottages that are painted like fun colors with beautiful landscaping and like really high-end finishes. And they're like maybe 800 square feet. It's crazy. One of the other things too about Hyde Park, because it is so historical, there aren't HOAs. So some of the streets, and not all, don't quote me directly on this because I'm not a developer, I'm not a builder, but the deed restrictions in some parts of Hyde Park are kind of looser than they are in other parts of Austin. And so people have some more freedom to do kind of what they want with the actual property. It's very common to see kind of like streets with these little bungalow cottage houses. And then like right in the middle, you might find a standalone condo house with like another condo house in the back that's like kind of modern looking. That's very common. And also if you go over a few streets, it's entirely common to have a full street full of historically marked homes that are actually marked or like labeled as historical homes. So if you want to do anything to those homes, it's a lot more work. Hyde Park's super quirky in that regard. There's some portions of it where you can kind of do whatever you want and some where you absolutely cannot, and you really have to follow strict city guidelines. We are right here in the middle of the heart of Hyde Park, and we are right in front of a brand new construction home. This is built in 2021. This home is 3,300 square feet, and the asking price for it is $2.5 million. in. And if we take a look through the neighborhood, we can see that it is a super eclectic mix of homes. The home right next door, I guess, is for sale also. It's a tiny little purple home. I don't know what year it was built. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe like 1932 or so. I'm just guessing. And then there's some other homes. There's a home across the way that looks like it was built like in the early 2000s. I'd say 2006, if I had to guess. And then a bunch of like original like Hyde Park bungalows that have been really nicely taken care of, that are really cute colors, and they look so lively. This street is an excellent representation of Hyde Park in general because there is so much texture, so much color, and tons of variety. So, of course, as in any other neighborhood video that you may watch, we are going to talk about home prices in Hyde Park. And there's actually a pretty big range and variety in the style, condition, pricing, all of this. So I'm just gonna tell you kind of the price range that I'm looking at and see what you think. So I just went into MLS, which is our real-time realtor database. So the first home that I'm looking at is a cute little house that was built in 1924. It is barely over 1,000 square feet. It is 1,017 square feet with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Looking at the photos, it looks like it was in decent condition, pretty much ready to go. Not fancy, but in decent shape overall. You can update it or not. That home sold for $525,000. If we go to the most expensive home that has sold in the last 4 months in Hyde Park, that is a newer home built in 2012. That home is 2,671 square feet with 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. That's a lot of bedrooms for that size home. That home ended up selling for $1,486,700. So we've talked about the location, we've talked about the style of home, we've talked about this cute little cultural, fun, darling, welcoming feel that Hyde Park has. And also another thing that's really a huge, huge draw to Hyde Park is the fact that the neighborhood is so stinking walkable. Here you go, let's go check it out. I just want to take a moment to look at the little map here on my digital device. So this is where we are. This is Avenue D, and these are like the main kind of like little roads in Hyde Park. And I'd mentioned how walkable this neighborhood is. This right here is the Triangle. Triangle State. I actually didn't know it was called Triangle State, but the Triangle. And we're gonna go here in just a second. This is full of shops, there's offices, restaurants, things to do, and it's just a really awesome little shopping center. And right below the Triangle is Central Market, which is a high-end version of H-E-B, which is one of the main grocery stores in Austin. It kind of feels like Whole Foods, and it's really cool. Both the Triangle and the Central Market shopping center are huge attractions for people that live in Hyde Park and surrounding neighborhoods because there's so much to do there. They're so convenient, they're so charming, and the vibe there is just, I think it's really beautiful. Like, people are really upbeat, and some people are so excited to be there. So let's go check them out. So over here we have Mandola's Italian restaurant. Honestly, it's okay. I've been there a couple of times. I think they have decent food. It's not like, you know, mom and pa owned, but it's really popular. It's actually really cute, and it's got a really nice feel in it. I just saw that there's a new CBD shop here, which I think is awesome. So there's that. There's a really cute restaurant, which I actually heard is super good, Mezami Turkish Kitchen. I want to note that on top of a lot of these little shops, there is residential housing. So these are apartments that can be leased out. I don't work in leasing, so I have no idea how much they go for, like what the terms are, but I mean, it's a cute little spot. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you can see this is kind of like the Domain, similar idea, just a lot smaller. Here in the middle of the Triangle is a little park. There's a little playscape for the kiddos. There's like a dog park here in the middle as well. Over here is Hop Dottie, which is a really popular burger joint in Austin. I think they're in other parts of the country as well, but a lot of times during lunchtime, like especially in the weekends, there'll be lines out the door. Natural Grocers is also a newer addition. There was not a grocery store immediately here. So if you were working here, if you were working out here, or hanging out or whatever, needed groceries, like you had to go to Central Market. So this is actually a really great little addition for, I think, especially the residents that live here, so they can just kind of go down the stairs, down the street and hop into Natural Grocers for some basic things. The south portion of the triangle over here is where you have a ton of smaller businesses together. I'm looking at a Chase Bank, which I actually didn't realize was there. That must be new. One of my favorite ones is actually Yogurt Planet. It's a really cute little yogurt place. I haven't been there in a really long time because I don't eat dairy, but when I did, I loved going there. Jersey Mike's has been here for a very long time, and Orange Theory Fitness has also been here for several years. I think it's super, super popular. So that's a very quick condensed tour of the triangle. But basically I just wanted to show it to you so you could see like what there is going on over here and why this area is so charming. Now we're gonna head over to the Central Market Shopping Center and I'm gonna show you a ton of stuff over there. Let's go. So as I promised at the very beginning of this video, I have a little surprise for you. So right now we are standing in front of this hidden little gem. We're not quite in Hyde Park. We're actually just like 3 minutes outside of Hyde Park, but I wanted to include this because it is such a cute little historical spot here in Austin. We are in front of the original Kirby Lane diner, literally right here in Kirby Lane in the middle of Austin. I've mentioned Kirby Lane in past videos before, and they're known for their like 24-hour breakfast, their delicious queso, they have excellent salads, they have really good chicken fried steak, like they've got all this really awesome food, and they're very popular. This is the first original one, it's the original one, and we're right outside of Hyde Park, so I figured we might as well include it. So that is a bag full of information that I have for you on Hyde Park in Austin. It is really such a cute little neighborhood. So if you've been looking at Hyde Park, or maybe if you live there and you have questions about it or ideas, thoughts, leave a comment. I really like to hear from you guys. Anyway, that's all I have for now. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Austin, please reach out. I got you. Anyway, I'm Daphne Quay, your boss lady realtor. Till next time.